Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses. First Tellurium Corp., the future of mining. And Hardy Rods and Reels.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to bring you a very simple fly to tie here. This is Glen'S CdC Caddis. It's created by Glenn Smith, and a very simple fly to tie and a very effective fly as well. Something we're always looking for in our box is flies that catch fish. And this one would be overlooked by many anglers, I'm sure, or if you're going into a fly shop. The importance of this fly here, here's a caddis tied in black. Very seldom you'll see a black caddis. Now, when you're looking at low light conditions in the evening, this one is definitely a go-to. Jim McLennan highly recommended this fly as well in his book, Fly Fishing Western Trout Streams, and I want to bring it to you. It's just a simple, nice little fly for you, and the fish love to eat it, so nothing wrong with that. I'm going to start here with the Tiemco 100 size 14. You can use various size dry fly hooks for that, standard dry fly sizes. I'm going to use an 8/0 black thread under it. For the body, we can use some, or for the tail, let's start with the tail, go in the right order here. It's a medium done Z-Lon, and Z-Lon is the best for the tailing. The body material, I'm going to be using some floating. This is a Kapok dubbing from Semperfli. It actually floats, so it's going to help the flotation. And also for the wing, we've got CDC Puffs, which are natural floatant as well, and light done. So not a hard fly to tie. We'll get to it, and make sure you got lots of these flies in your box, because when the fish take them, that CDC is kind of compromised. You're going to have to retreat it, dry it off in your fly patch and retreat it, put it in the water again. So just have some extra dry flies with you there. Catch a nice big, get some nice trout. You can always tie on a new one. This fly here is definitely one you want in the low light conditions. Dark flies are good, so that was a good idea Glenn had to create that. I'm just going to have a little light trailing chuck with a Z-Lon, just a few fibers of that. Also, we're going to be using some extra fine wire, some gold wire for rib. It's in the recipe. You can use that if you have it. You want to use some very fine wire. It's not so you don't affect the floatability of the pattern at all. Then I'll come in with some of my dry fly dub. This is the Kapok dubbing, like I said. You want to make sure you don't have any lumps coming out of it there. If you don't have a rotary vise like this, you want to make sure you put just a little coat of wax on your thread. You get this stick to your thread really nice. I'm putting a fair amount of Kapok dubbing on here. Floating dubbing. It's just a new thing that I've just noticed, or just becoming a member of their team. So we get a lot of good materials sent our way to try. I'm really excited about this Kapok dubbing. If it's a natural floatant, it's always good. Anywhere we can lighten our flies up. These good materials. Put our rib on there. Then I think in the pattern you use a few tips off the CDC feather. I just like using the puffs. If you can get those, I'm going to go take a soft loop around here. Make sure it's on top. Cut that at an angle. And finish it off. You can't get them any easier than this to tie, folks. And I'll tell you, don't let the simplicity fool you. These little black is always one of the better colors. If I had one color fly to fish, probably with streamers or you name it, nymphs, of course, and dry flies, black is one that's overlooked so many times. You talk to the folks over in New Zealand or whatever they call that, the Kiwi racing colors, black. That's Norm Norlander. I remember him telling me that one time. But it's it's a good coloration. Don't overlook it when you're doing some of your other patterns. So I'd like to thank Glenn Smith for bringing us that fly, and we'll catch you folks again real soon.